from whom every family in heaven and on earth is named, that according to the riches of his glory, he may grant you to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. I love that prayer. When's the last time you prayed anything remotely close to that for someone else? Been a pastor for almost 30 years. I don't hear people praying like this. I hear, oh, I pray for Susie, her foot hurts. I don't hear this, for this reason I bow before the Father. Okay, when's the last time you if you're a Christian leader or you're under a Christian leader, when's the last time you just heard someone say, man, I want you to know, I got on my face, I was like bowing before God, I was praying on behalf of you, that you from the inside out, like you'd be so strengthened in here, you'd be like rooted in this love of Christ, and that you would get how big this thing is. I was just on my face going, God, please, they gotta know, they gotta know, they gotta know. When's the last time you did that? I just told my pastors, I run a network. We just started a network of these house churches. And I tell my pastors, I go, look, if you're not praying for your people by name, then don't do anything else, okay? I would rather, don't even work on your lesson, don't work on whatever. Like the first thing, what if you had, I go, think about it. Imagine you went to a church, and your pastor was a terrible preacher, boring as heck, everything else, not a great leader, but you knew that he got on his knees, like he had such a connection with God. You go, man, that guy up there knows God. And he gets on his knees every week and begs God for my heart, my soul, and he prays for my kids by name, that they would be just deeply rooted in love. With tears in his eyes, he's begging God for that. I go, isn't that the pastor you want? Where you go, man, he knows him. He has such a connection with him, and then he thinks to get on his knees for me. I go, look, you guys, if you're not going to do that for your church, I don't want you to be one of our pastors.